a little Monday motivation for us. So many facing challenges during this pandemic, and it is really an anxious time for mothers-to-be. Our next guest, well, she knows what that feels like. Grammy award-winning singer Ciara is pregnant with her third child, and she is joining us again from her home this morning. Ciara, it's wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for being with us again. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm actually feeling good. It's a bit early for a pregnant lady. You know, these extra hours of sleep are always vital, but I'm feeling good. Happy to be here today.
You're always a team player, getting up and talking with us like this. I know you had a sonogram recently. Russell wasn't able to join you for that. And tell us what that experience was like for you, Ciara.
Oh my God.
Well, it was really surreal because it was the first time we've ever had that kind of experience. And it was really a moment that marked the time that we're living in. But we really made the best of it. He was downstairs FaceTiming me from the doctor's office. And I had him on there every step of the way. And we made the best of it. But it definitely was a very surreal experience.
I bet it was, but like you said, you did make the best of it, and people appreciated that. We asked our viewers, Ciara, who are also expecting, just like you, to send us their questions. We want to get your perspective as well as some medical advice. So we're going to bring back our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Jennifer Ashton, as well. And let's get to the first question. It is from Jessica. This is her question.
Hi, I am pregnant. I'm in my second trimester with my first baby. At this time, my husband is not allowed to come to any of my appointments, and I'm not sure if he will be allowed to be there when the baby is born. What should we do to keep our spouses engaged and feeling connected to the baby during this time?
All right, before we get to Jen, Ciara, I'll let you answer that first.
Yeah, I will tell Jessica, don't worry. What I did was I took tons and tons of video, tons and tons of photos during the ultrasound, made the best of that. And also what we do in our house is we sing to the belly. When Russell puts his hand on my belly, the baby starts to move a lot. Future, my son and daughter, Sienna, they love touching my belly. And I think the more that you can do those kind of things, it allows you guys to bond and to really make the best of the moment. And, singing to the belly is really fun, and touching and just really having those moments like that really keep you close. It makes the guy feel involved because we're carrying the baby the whole time, but the guy gets to have his experience too in that way.
Good insight there. And Jen, what do you say?
You know, I would say, Robin and Ciara and Jessica, it's really less about the physical presence than it is the emotional, psychological, and spiritual connection. And there are so many ways to do that. You don't have to be physically in the same room. We can take a lesson from our servicemen and women in the military who oftentimes have to go through entire pregnancies and longer without their spouse or partner there. So it's difficult, but it definitely can be done.
Good insight from both of you. And now another viewer question, this one coming from Christian.
Hi, I'm 20 weeks pregnant with my first baby due in September, and I wanted to know, is there anything different that I should be putting in my go bag during these times?
Ooh, that's a good one. What do you say, Ciara? Do you have anything different in your go bag?
I would tell you, don't overpack. I did that in my first baby with Future, and he was born 9 pounds, 10 ounces. And so I had these outfits like the newborn, the 0 to, I had all these different outfits I thought he was going to be the size of. And then I was unprepared because, well, not as prepared as I thought it would be because I had smaller size, a lot of the smaller size, and I ended up having to have 3 to 6 month old clothing. So don't overpack the baby clothes. The hospital's going to have everything that you would possibly need. And also take the baby brush from the hospital. That is one little cool nugget that you can take with you that is probably better than the ones in the stores.
Okay. And Jen, what do you say? Should there be some different items in the go bag given the times that we're in right now?
Not really, Robin. I would say maybe first emotional or psychological peace of mind. You might want to pack your own mask, face covering, or hand sanitizer. But remember, you're going to a place where those supplies will be available for you, spouse, partner, anyone who needs one.
Good. And we really want to get this question in because this is from one of our dear staffers, Kirsten. Here it is.
Hi, Ciara. I'm also pregnant, due in the next couple weeks.
I was just wondering what your plan is in terms of introducing the baby to grandparents and other family members and everything.
Okay, first of all, I have to say, it warms my heart to see Kirsten. She is something else. What's the advice that you have for her, Ciara?
You know, I would say virtual is the way. You know, it's going to be a bit different, you know, I think being in the beginning of your, you know, your baby being there, but virtual is the way I would say, you know, to kind of really keep the environment as safe as possible, you know, and take tons of pictures, tons of videos. So then people can log back those moments with you or look back at your logs and see all those special moments that they missed that were the tangible times. But, you know, we're going to be virtualing it up. And I kind of also say, I will say this, I do feel like, you know, your grandparents, or, you know, in particular, kind of like pregnant women too, they're very, very cautious as well during this time. So you kind of got to read that. And if you're going to expose them to your baby, bring your mask, make sure everyone's wearing their mask and you're being really careful and cautious. But log all those special moments, and you'll be able to laugh about them all later and smile about them. You won't really miss out on anything. I really believe that.
I do too. And what do you say, Jen?
Listen, Robin, these are stressful times, but we're going to get through it. And trust me, no one is tougher than a pregnant woman. So if this can be figured out, we're going to do it.
Yes, yes. And we're so happy for Kirsten and all those who are expecting. Ciara, you are beautiful. Thank you so much. You and your husband so generous in so many different ways, and we really appreciate it. Now you can maybe take a little bit of a nap there on the West Coast. You can go back and get some sleep.
I'm ready.
Thank you, Ciara.
Thank you so much.
My best to your children and the family. You take care. And Jen, as always, you are a rock star. Thanks, Jen. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.